All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And this ball batted away and incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down. Back to the air one more time. He'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And now the first carry for Devin Singletary. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down. Second down and 8. Back to throw. He has Hyatt complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. He's got his man complete to Johnson. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
To the ground, he'll get it again. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially one.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, New York. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll begin here on the ground. Yeah! Joe Batonio, former All-Pro, guilty on that one. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's to the right side, and it's Siddick.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
3rd and short, and it's dead. That is intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross to the 20. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick 6. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. His kick is good. And the Giants will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Whoa. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. A throw left side, caught by Sinnott. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Giants has it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority and it cannot be stressed enough.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now, faking the give. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Daniels now going to look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. First and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
On the return, it's Tracy. And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now a run on first down. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Hey, Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
To the ground, a first down run. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum, because so far they've come out hot in this one.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
The Giants field goal unit out on the field. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Giants stake themselves to a 17-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 15. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. And this one is intercepted. Derek Stingley comes up with it. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that...
nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
In what's been a pretty one-sided affair from the opening whistle, it just seems like it continues to get worse. This defense, they know they have them on the edge, and they continue to rush the quarterback the way they are. I'm not sure what this offense can do come the second half.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So often sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go forward on 4th.
A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Washington. To throw is Daniels. Taking off. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back 1st downs. Here's Daniels. That is caught. And he's going to take it into the end zone. It's a touchdown. There is a penalty marker down, but it looks like this one's going to hold up. The extra point is good. And the Commanders are back in this one. It's 17-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken around the 11. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. The Commanders will signal for the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this 1st half. They'll throw out of the gun. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This one taken in by Hyatt. And he will have a 1st down, and they're into field goal range now at the 30.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Back to the air one more time. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine
There's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Again, working deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. They'll return this from the 11, and it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The 3rd quarter begins with a run. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Going for it all. That's hard. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Tight end on the move left. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Drew Phillips. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great at
that one. Going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now, the officials say, no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Here's a run going left. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2. Down to the 2. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
Play action. Here's Daniels. Now he takes off. And Daniels will have the first down as he's able to slide and avoid the contact. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now. Daniel. This one caught by the back, out of the backfield. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's out of bounds, very close to the 40-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. 1st down, Washington.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Mike, when the quarterback pulled this one down, I thought there was enough space that he was going to get it. And I think he did too. Really good effort, but he's going to come up just short.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That's taken in. And he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down. Looking out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
The motion man here is McLaurin. They'll go. Here's Daniels. He's got his tight end. That's Simmons. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is hard down the field. He's got it. And it's going to be a Commander's first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Daniels going to throw again. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest...
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Third and long, and here's Daniels. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They convert in stop. The motion man here is McLaurin. Daniels now on 1st down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Daniil Hunter, pass rusher extraordinaire, in action again. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They bring the tight end in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
And this one online, and it is good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Drive will start on the ground. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
What you love about these running backs, Mike, is that their confidence is that they can make every play a big play. But in this case, sometimes you have to know, all right, it's over. Cut my losses, try to get back to the original line of scrimmage and survive to the next down, but tries to make this play extended and takes a big loss. It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again. It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup, because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. Now, faking the give. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, Giants. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return coming from the 14.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Daniels. Now he'll run it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. They'll throw with Daniels. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. Throwing again, Daniels. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
To throw is Daniels. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Big play. 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, New York. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Makes the score Giants 31, Commanders 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll take it at the 12. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee.
Not what I saw. No way.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And a good tackle out wide. Will hold him to a gain of just 3.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up
3rd and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Inside the 40. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. A big play there for Washington. 68 yards. Here's a run. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
So a road win here for the Giants. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play